It is time for the second half of our doubleheader here on the ISC Sports Network. And this time, winners are playing for $8,000. It is the men's championship game of the City League. Team sponsored by the Indianapolis Recorder, taking on a team sponsored by the Press Play Gaming Lounge. Alongside Jared Thomas, my name is Greg Rakestraw. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's get right to it. When you have a player like Aaron Henry that is not that far removed from leading Ben Davis to a state championship, playing for Tom Izzo at Michigan State, appearing in the NBA, a guy like that tends to get your attention.
The beautiful thing about what Aaron Henry has done with his game is when he got to Michigan State, he had to carve out a role for himself, a guy that hung his hat on the defensive end. And then it was him showing Coach Izzo that he could stretch the floor, he could take you off the dribble, and that's really when his game took off and why he's such a heavily coveted watch here tonight.
On the flip side for Press Play Gaming Lounge, if there was a headline player, it's probably going to be Trayvon Blewett. Trayvon became the 5th player in the history of Xavier basketball to score over 2,000 points. His number is retired again. That is a blue blood program. Of course, he was part of 3 state championships at Park Tudor, being a running mate of Yogi Ferrell. Trayvon has went on to play professionally in many countries overseas. He's a guy that can still fill it up.
You go back to those days where Coach Schilling was dominating in those state championship era runs, and it was Yogi Ferrell that got a lot of the acclaim during that time. But if you remember during that time, it wasn't just Yogi. Blewett had a lot to do with that and his ability to really stretch the floor from that 4 position and really shoot it with such precision from 3. And then as you take it, and he's evolved his game, taking guys off of the dribble, and the jumper still sweet as gold. I mean, he's really done a lot for his game, which goes to explain why his jersey was retired at Xavier.
Being from Cathedral and Northwestern, there is no problem with your education. You're a well-researched man. You were putting down last-minute notes right before the broadcast started. Who else kind of has your attention? Looking forward to seeing tonight.
Well, number one, I just heard it as I was training with my trainer, Justin Ochoa, which, shameless plug, if you're a basketball player in the city of Indianapolis and you are not with Justin, you are doing something wrong. But I heard him say Josh Caldwell's name, and he actually just won Greg Foster's one-on-one event just a short time ago. So looking forward to see what he does in a 5-on-5 team setting, and then someone that you've talked about so much in Robert Glenn and how much he evolved his game at IUPUI. I'm excited to see what the elder statesman does here tonight.
I was going to say, I know Robert well. No, it's been about 15 years since he played at IUPUI, played professionally for a long time. Robert played for Ron Hunter at IUPUI, played at Ben Davis, and frankly was part of probably the 2nd or 3rd best team at IUPUI. In 2010, the Jaguars won 25 games, went to the quarterfinals of the CBI, and he and Alex Young were kind of the star players of that team. So looking forward to seeing him in action tonight as well.
And it's no secret that same year for Mr. Glenn, he averaged almost 20 points and 7 rebounds in conference play. So it's no question that he gets first-team All-Summit pick and MVP of the Jaguars that year.
Just joining us, the women's game was won by the Horizon League. They won in the Elam ending, won by a score of 64-59. The women's teams played for a $6,000 prize. The men playing for an $8,000 prize. And it's time to get going. The basic blue and yellow, kind of imagine late 80s Pacers colors, you see. That is the team representing the Indianapolis Recorder and the Recorder Media Group. Multicolored attire for Press Play Gaming Lounge.
And if you're the Indianapolis Recorder team, there has to be some added motivation. You pointed it out to me, only 7 players. So if you are victorious tonight, just a little over $1,000 for the winning team. Per player, I should say.
So Rob Glenn, Tayshawn Johnson from Pike, played in South Alabama amongst other stops in his college days. Davion Johnson, Jonathan Pittman, and Trayvon Blewett, the 5 on the floor for Press Play Gaming Lounge.
I wonder whose idea it was to wear the same colored jerseys tonight.
Press Play with a basketball. We'll play 20-minute halves, running clock. We'll get the Elam ending at the 4-minute mark. Blewett fires, and that does not go. And the rebound corralled by Antonio Lisenby, who played his high school basketball right here, Tech High School. Of course, played next door, one of my favorite gyms in the entire state, the Horseshoe. Foster splits traffic, leaves it for Lisenby. Shot blocked and tracked down by Davion Johnson. The step back for three does not go. And Aaron Henry the rebound. 76ers amongst the appearances he's made, and Lisenby could not finish with the jam. Rob Glenn going to work. Couldn't finish over Josh Caldwell. Caldwell will slow things down for a moment. Jalen Manson rounds out the 5 on the floor for the Recorder squad. Tip ball, you can go to the backcourt to track it down. Shot clock is at 6. Shot has to go up. On time, just not on target, but Caldwell gets a look from 16. Misses that one too. Good recovery defense by Aaron Henry. And there will be a Ben Davis Giant that is on the winning team regardless tonight. Aaron played for Mark James at Ben Davis. Rob Glenn played a few years earlier at BD. The dish, the flush, and Robert Glenn drops the hammer for the opening bucket of the game.
Despite it being so many years since we saw Robert Glenn get active on the hardwood, it's still easy, just like riding that bike that you knock the dust off of, getting an emphatic dunk to get this point total started.
Henry on the contest, but could not close it down. Davion Johnson gets the bucket to go. So 4-0 lead for press play. Was there a tip there? No, turnover. We have Robert Glenn that played for the IUPUI Jaguars. Tayshawn Johnson played for the South Alabama Jaguars. That's 2/3 of the schools in Division I that have Jaguars as mascots, by the way. Southern University would be the third and final member of that group. And there's Rob Glenn.
The sweet spin to the baseline, eliminating the shot blocker's contest, going with the reverse finish for Robert Glenn.
His first year at IUPUI was my last year of traveling on the road with the Jaguars. That tip in is good by Antonio Lisenby. The first bucket for the Recorder. Pull up 3 does not go. And Aaron Henry the rebound. Part of the 2017 IHSAA boys basketball state champs at Ben Davis. Of course, since that time, the Giants have won again in 2023. And Aaron Henry makes it look easy.
It's just this explosion from one movement to the next. 2 dribbles and he's at the rim, finishing above everyone.
The Keon Brooks in Fort Wayne Northside, his senior year at Ben Davis. Davion Johnson gets the bucket. He's got 4. Press play's got 8. Henry, hop, skip, and a jump. Lisenby kept that ball alive, but could not find a teammate. Johnson runs the floor, and I think it's a good sign. If it takes a few buckets for Trayvon to score, that's good for press play.
Tested the waters early, first possession, launched a 3 from deep. Has to feel good after seeing one go up from three-point land and then get an easy finish with a layup a couple possessions later.
3 does not go for Manson. He played at Indiana Tech in terms of his college basketball in Fort Wayne. Here's Foster. Foster, the no look. Not a bad effort considering you want to look at the rim. Blew it. Catch and shoot. He had a corner of the old gym at Park Tudor. You couldn't see it when you were sitting in one portion of that. I missed the old bandbox gym they had up. The new Ursay Center is great, but you just knew it was going in. Like if you saw the follow, you're like, that's Trayvon and that's going in. You kind of had that feeling about that shot there too. He's got 5, and the lead is now 9 for press play. Some people are just bucket getters, and he is one of them. He missed that. And the rebound to Caldwell. In 7 in uniform tonight for the Recorder, 8 for press play. Normally in this league, you don't see guys going more than 6 or 7. and a turnover. Look at that speed, but Caldwell whistle for a foul. 2 free throws coming up. So Johnson on the line. Looking to become the 4th different press play player to get in the scoring column. Molino quickly up to 10 for Press Play Gaming Lounge.
That's what happens when you play back-to-back games. Usually one storyline from the first game bleeds into the second, and we saw Centier Bank jump out quick on Horizon League. Same type of vibe and feel tonight with Press Play getting out early against the Recorder.
Step through, shot blocked. Blewett got a piece. By the way, Daniel Perryman in the game for the first time. Glenn tried to stick it, and instead let the ball go right back at him. But Johnson just weaving through traffic and finds a way to keep that ball in play. Taken away, though, by Chris Henderson. And Foster fires and scores. So first 3-point field goal for the Recorder. Just the 3rd field goal in total.
Robert not being a bad guy to get your scoring started. Double-digit scorer everywhere he's been. Similar to Mr. Trayvon Blewett.
When in doubt, give it to Trayvon, get out the way. He's got 8 to match his uniform number tonight. Foster on the bounce. Glenn, yep, jump ball, yep. Love the fact that Robert's still rocking the IUPUI gear in terms of his shorts out there tonight. Timeout is going to be called. We will keep it right here. Let's thank our friends at CareSource for a 4th consecutive year. CareSource is the league-leading partner of the City League. CareSource is a health insurance for you and your family. CareSource offers great benefits, helps their members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and even rides. CareSource, so much more than health insurance. And it is always a who's who of those that stop by. That is Andre Owens that you see there. Clearly had a long day at Andre with a world-class yawn. Darius Adams, then to his right. Bus Patterson stopping by to say hello to us at the broadcast position. That'd be P.J. Thompson to Darius's right, correct?
That is correct.
Of course, staff at Purdue. Played at Brebeuf High School before playing at Purdue.
A lot of buckets being given out between those
yeah,
guys.
John Hart's in that general vicinity over there, too. You can get a group of another 5. So, okay, we got winners. You know, we're next and be in pretty good shape.
My minimal effort and contribution on the Cathedral basketball team. I remember going against P.J. Thompson and him just being a menace when it came to the pick and roll game. So us bigs had to be on point when it came to hedging and sending PJ to the proper help, and even sometimes that wasn't enough.
Henderson connects on the 3. Needed that to the Recorder. The slip to Glenn off the window, score it. Robert Glenn with 6. Henry, yep, got hit upside the head and got the bucket.
As we see with every game, it's only a matter of time before we start seeing the real competitive side of each of these guys on the court. Not going to say it's going to be in this half, but if a league starts to get too much, I think we'll see it a lot sooner than later.
Yeah, when in doubt, give the ball to Aaron and let him go. Shot does not go. Fight for the loose ball. Eventually, Trayvon Blewett comes out of there with it. Ball finds the way to the corner to Johnson. 3-ball corner pocket. His first field goal, he's got 5.
One of the silver linings of this city league is when you get so many high-level players together on one team, guys that are used to majoring in putting the ball in the bucket. How do you come together so quickly in a short amount of time to figure out the cohesion that you need to score the ball but also play together as a team?
Pull up from 25 from Blewett does not go. Rebound corralled by Caldwell. Lisenby getting a breather currently. Foster. The runner is good. Foster's second field goal. He's got 5 to lead the way for the Recorder, but they trail by 9.
The belief he deposited in the defender that was buried under the rim. Got him to bite on the shot fake and the smooth kiss off the rim for the bucket, Mr. Robert Foster.
Glenn from the elbow, saying that shot was blocked. Hence the reason why it was short. Lisenby back in for the Recorder. Desmond Mayberry going to give Rob a quick breather. Shot clock at 7. Beatty blew it. Lets Lisenby fly by, and Trayvon did a good job of kind of getting that leg out to make sure he got that foul. Kind of had an awkward landing, did Mr. Blewett, but he appears to be all right. And he'll pop up and shoot a couple of free throws. I'm going to feel old by saying that Trayvon turns 31 in November. Considering how many of his high school basketball games I covered, and remembering him as a 15, 16, and 17-year-old player. Played in France this past year. Had some time in the G League with both the Knicks as well as the Utah Jazz. Has played in Turkey, Germany, Poland, Italy, and spent last year playing with Limoges in France. Gets the first one to go. He's got a game-high 9 so far. And make it 10. He was fouled shooting a 3, so he'll get one more. And obviously one of the advantageous things about playing in this gymnasium, it is a high school three-point line. If these guys that are pros,
it's like shooting free throws.
That's easy money. Yeah. Foul called, and Blewett says, yep, I got him. Gave you the rundown on kind of Blewett's current location. Last couple of years, Aaron Henry has been playing in Japan. That's going to be an over and back violation. Henry spent part of 1 year with the Philadelphia 76ers. And then played for a team that all of a sudden people kind of know about. Played for Metropolitans 92 in France. Want to take a guess as to who might have played for that team? Shot is blocked.
If I had to guess, I'd be the French alien right now.
Be Victor Wembanyama, correct. Foster does not go. That's a 2-point shot, and it's money. Deshaun Johnson gets the bucket to go. He's got 7 at the other end. 3 does not go. The rebound pulled down by Jonathan Pittman. Corner 3, no, but good rebound by Mayberry. Mayberry lost the handle. Press play in control of this one early. Henry, step through. Doesn't go, but he's fouled. Henry will shoot 2. Mention the fact that Henry has played in Japan. A player that we have seen in this league that was a legend in Japan for many years. Julian Mavunga from Brownsburg. Spent a lot of his professional days playing in Japan.
The Mavunga family, one synonymous with basketball. All three of them, yep. Stephanie, Julian, Jordash, all of them can spin the rock.
And I think we've seen all of them playing in this league, I think, frankly. Henry, where Stephanie played at North Carolina. Jordash played at the University of Indianapolis at the Division II level. Johnson gets Lisenby on skates. Couldn't score over him, and Henry gets the rebound. Spent 3 years at Michigan State, did Aaron. Fight for the loose ball. Press play tracks it down. Mayberry given the three and almost reluctantly shot it. Foster races back and will lay it up and in. Foster's got 7 to pace the recorder and hanging around right now, the recorder. And foul on Foster. He got caught behind Tayshaun Johnson. Just had him hooked, knowing he was cutting to the basket. Glenn and Pittman about to return for press play. Blewett will get his first respite of the night. Shot clock at 5. That one does get the rim for a reset. And a foul going to be called against press play. It's Chris Henderson that tracked down the loose ball for the recorder. And a timeout going to be taken by press play. Well, we've got this opportunity. Let's remind you about the upcoming Indy Classic at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Make sure you mark your calendars for December 20th as the Indiana Sports Corp presents the annual Indy Classic at Gainbridge. Purdue will take on Auburn. Butler battles Northwestern for powerhouse programs. One unforgettable day of college basketball. The Indy Classic Sports, Indiana Sports Corp's mission to bring world-class sporting events to our city, driving economic growth and community impact across Indiana. Tickets go on sale soon. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action. That's the Indy Classic, December 20th. We'll see you there. It's been a bit easier for press play, but frankly, offense has not really been smooth for either side so far in this game, Jared.
Very much so, up and down and herky-jerky a little bit. And that's all part of the acclimation phase into this championship game between these two squads. Just finding that rhythm. But it's only a matter of time before that ante gets upped and we start seeing the real competitive side of everyone that has graced this floor tonight.
So Foster into the front court. He'll fire and connect. 3-point field goal. So Greg with 10. And the lead has been sliced in half. It was 14. It's now 7. Johnson. Tayshaun to Davion. And the 15-footer does not go. Almost too open on that shot. Handle lost, and diving effort goes right into our broadcast location. And God bless Rob for not diving into me.
You were protected, trust me.
I was worried about the equipment more than me. Let's put it that way. Stripped. Lisenby got his hands on that. Caldwell goes all the way in and couldn't finish. Good look ahead pass. Johnson catch and shoot 3. Got it. His second made 3. He's got 10. He and Blewett both in double figures. That stops a 7-0 run for the Indy Recorder. Henry lines it up and hammers it down. You saw that one coming about 20 feet out.
business decision from Robert Glenn.
And much like you and I were backing away from the gear, so was Rob backing away from a social media poster.
Not something that he's always done in his career, finishing top 3 in blocks at IUPUI, but
speaking of blocks, there's Antonio Lisenby. And Antonio's only 4 years removed from playing high school basketball. Foster goes and gets it. Foster's heating up. He's got a dozen and a chance for an old school three-point play.
just the body control. No better way to finish through contact than to go straight at it. Greg Foster getting the and one.
Foster's got a dozen. This will be his first free throw of the game. And connects. His 13 leads all scorers. Both teams have 4 players in the scoring column so far. So much as the women's game tonight, we see one team take a big lead, the other team kind of starts slowly reeling them back in. Johnson blocked by Henry. Did Henry get back in the court to play? I don't think so. Yeah, he did not reestablish position back in bounds before tracking that down. No foul, just out of bounds to press play. We're having a debate about the shot clock is the reason why we're having a break here. Keita Bryson. Rob Wan, Chris Fuller, our 3-man officiating crew for both games tonight. While this conversation is taking place, thank you to Vince Morales, Kyle Donlin, Brant McCoskey, Eldon Wheeler, Jordan Shue, and I gotta think of a new creative last name for Carlos. We always try to give him a different name in every broadcast. Let's give him one name, Carlos, for now. Pittman on the drive and got it to go. Wonder there was a window there, but he found a way. He got his first bucket of the game.
Offhand finish at that, tough over the outstretched hands of the defenders. It's the nice roll.
Catch and shoot, stepped into it, just didn't finish, but hey, go follow your shot. And that was a kicked ball, hence the whistle. That was Chris Henderson that missed the 3, but able to get his own board. And again, clock moves as we're approaching the final minute. Press play has led the entire way. As many as 14. Foster has really kind of carried the mail here for the recorder. And on that, lost the handle. Touch last by press play. Shot clock is at 1.3. 1.3. They got to go catch and shoot. They oblige, and Caldwell got a good look. And that'll be a foul given by Lisenby. You notice the clock is running down here. So basically, this will be they can hold for one shot if press play so chooses. Johnson, a quick glance to see exactly what sort of time he's got left. In the lane, the no look to Robert Glenn. Inside out to Blewett. Could not have drawn that up any better. Blewett with 14. And it is a 10-point lead for Press Play Gaming Lounge. 36-26. $8,000 on the line here at the Bonner Center. Back with more in a moment on ISC. McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is good.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Whoa!
Hey there, my name is Jake Query,
And I'm Derek Schultz.
and we are part of, actually the entirety of,
at least from an on-air standpoint. Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts, Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
Well, a guy that certainly is a legend of the City League. He's a legend at the University of Indianapolis, and he was a legend of the TBT, going for 40-plus over the course of the weekend, that being Darius Adams, stopping by to join us now. We've seen Darius play this game many times, but again, the Fail Harder squad had a lot of guys that play in this league that played the TBT and ended up losing in the quarterfinals on Sunday night. Darius, it is good to see you. What was the TBT experience like for you this year?
Good to see you here. Thanks for having me. But it was a great experience, man. Got a bunch of young guys who, everybody familiar with the J-Walk or, Kobe or John and all them guys. So it was good to, battle with them. And then, played against the alumni with IU and Butler. And then, we just came short, but it was definitely a great experience. Definitely went further than what they thought.
Again, what Darius is referring to is that the Fail Harder team basically had to play at Hinkle Fieldhouse a couple of weeks ago. Beat the Butler squad, beat the IU squad, beat Carmen's crew, which is many years the Ohio State squad, before they end up getting ousted by We Are D3 in the quarterfinals over the course of the weekend. You guys got down 20, but got it back to 1 possession. How did you pull that off?
Just stuck together. I got the guys together in the huddle, and I just kept saying, just believe. Like, believe anything is possible. We got a 4th quarter. We got the Elam. In the 3 games that we played, the team's been coming back into Elam. So yeah. I figured that the same luck will be on our side. So I just told them, just keep believing and just take it 1 possession at a time, and, anything can happen. And part of the reason I want to say was my turnovers. My turnovers that kind of got us in the hole or whatever, not solely on me, but I would take the blame because I'm the older guy on the team or whatever. But getting in that hole and then just telling them to believe 1 possession at a time, and everybody bought in, got some stops. And then I don't know, I just wanted to put the team on my back and try to make up for my mistakes. And, we got it close. We had, 4 or 5 possessions to, end it. Didn't go our way, but I think we definitely showed what our name stood for or whatever, and showed what we was capable of.
From a professional basketball standpoint, what's next for you?
My plans is going back to China, finish my career probably 1 or 2 years, just finish it off in China.
Why has that been your numbers have been remarkable playing in the Chinese Basketball Association. Why has that been such a good fit for you?
I'm like a player that can adjust to any system or whatever. My sole reason for going to China was to make it to the NBA.
Sure.
Because they had a short season, 4-month season, but in my first year we won a championship. So every year after that we went to the in the playoffs. So it was kind of hard for me to make a NBA run after that. And then that was the whole thing. And then they kind of catered to my game. It was kind of like run and gun. So it was kind of fun. They take care of us. I had a good time in Europe too. When I left Europe, I was at the top too. We lost in Final Four,
right, which
was a big moment for me then. But China's just been taking care of me, so that's why I love.
You have basically had, a 14, 15-year professional career at this point, right?
Yep.
If I had told you when you graduated at Indy, you'd still be hooping at this age, would you have believed it?
I had no clue. Part of the thing that my coach, Stan Gerard, was kind of, planning to me, he was saying that, we got David Logan, who had a 20-year career, so just trying to follow after his path at first and then, making my own way. But that was the whole reason for me going to UND.
Well, he was right, and you were right. Well, let's enjoy the second half. Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Again, one of the UND legends, frankly, Darius Adams, joining us here at halftime. So second half action moments away. We'll take this quick timeout here on ISC.
And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away and he puts it away.
Second half action underway. Jared Thomas rejoins us now. Halftime does not take long in the City League. Greg Foster wisely letting that ball roll as far as possible to keep the clock from starting. Now it is underway, and it is going for quite some time. 10-point lead for press play. Turnover by Jalen Manson. Robert Glenn, Davion Johnson back to Glenn, and foul is called. Your
Simple
observations,
game.
Jared, on half number one.
Once again, it's the tale of two games. Both teams, from men and women, have started very similar. One team gets up, the other team kind of fights back. There's some contention, some tug of war going on, and it ultimately comes down to the second half. So I'm interested to see how the second half goes. In particular, how Indy Recorder guards press play, and in particular, Trayvon Blewett.
Blewett with 14. 10 for Tayshaun Johnson. 6, make it 7 for Robert Glenn. 13 for Greg Foster, 8 for Aaron Henry. They have all but 5 of the points for the Recorder. And those two combine right here, but good look in the corner, and Jalen Manson buries it for his first made shot of the game.
It's all about stops and quality looks at the rim. Although a different basketball setting, at the very end of the day, it's still basketball.
Nice basket cut by Johnson, just missed it. Foster the rebound, and numbers now for the Recorder. 24-second shot clock here, just like the pros. 3 in the corner does not go. Fight for the loose ball, she'll be press play. Nope, overturned. It will stay here for the Recorder. Foster in the lane. Shot clock at 4. Somehow got rid of that ball and finds Josh Caldwell. That is Caldwell's first bucket of the game. And all of a sudden, back to a 2-score game. Davion Johnson looking to turn the corner. Blewett. The pull by Blewett left it short, but ball finds him. And as has been the case for a lot of years, Trayvon finds a bucket.
And to answer that question about who's going to guard Trayvon Blewett, why not your best player, and Aaron Henry. So could be an interesting and exciting matchup as Indy Recorder cashes in another bucket down low.
I'd say the big news for Indy Recorder is that their other guys are starting to score some buckets here. That's Lisenby's second hoop of the game.
It's a welcome sight when you're Aaron Henry. Look to do a lot of the heavy lifting scoring-wise, just like Tayshaun Johnson when he was back at Pike, and every other stop since then.
Johnson, that's kind of a screwball coming out of his hand, but able to find the bottom of the net.
Senior year at Pike, scoring 20 or more in 15 contests. That's back when high school basketball, it was hard to come by that type of scoring, but he found a way to get it done.
Manson hits another 3. Glenn on the roll to the basket. Robert now in 9. Both teams starting to get more of a flow offensively. Turnover, though, to be called, as Caldwell could not connect on the pass. A little give and go between Johnson and Glenn. Love the head fake. Good, strong take for Tayshaun Johnson. He's got 15.
Finishing through contact. Just enough English to get it on the backboard and into the rim.
Henry, it's enough of a bobble where you didn't really have full control of that going up. Chance of the lead to be 13. No, and Johnson, the rare time when the player goes, yes, I committed that foul. Chris Henderson will check back in now for the Recorder. Lisenby will have a seat. Fantastic crowd on hand, as we've come to expect for this championship game. Manson, not that time. And Blewett the rebound. Pittman ran out of real estate. Bounced the ball on the baseline. Henry will pull and connect. Frankly, Recorder might be better off if he's a bit more aggressive with the basketball in his hands.
That's what I think about with Aaron Henry back to his freshman year with Coach Izzo in East Lansing. It wasn't until that postseason his freshman year where he started to get aggressive offensively, and I'm sure that came with a blessing from Coach Izzo for the young guy to start ingratiating himself into the scoring efforts, and he never looked back. All the way until today, he's just been filling it up.
Johnson's out of bounds when he touched that basketball. Basket here for the Recorder. It's a two-possession game. Henry on the drive. We were saying?
Right on cue. It helps when the guys perform and make us look really good.
Which is all we're really looking for in the broadcast. That's really all this is about. Lead down to 5. And Blewett trying to create. Shot blocked. That was Caldwell. But the putback not in time. Davion Johnson fighting for it. Nice lead pass. Foster got fouled at the rim. Blewett got him on the arm, and Foster will shoot 2.
The sense of pride when you're competing. Trayvon Blewett had it going, and what has Indy Recorder done? Nothing but go at him. First it was Aaron Henry on defense, and then Greg Foster trying to put him in the rim on the other end.
Great job from our buddy Carlos Antigua up there in the loft to show you that camera angle. Thanks to Austin Taylor from the City League for having us out for a 6th consecutive year to bring you this championship game. City League is doing more than just kind of what their namesake league is as Rob Glenn checks back in. Jonathan Pittman will have a seat. They have a league in the spring called the Pivot League. And that league is designed to kind of help foster job growth for young basketball players to see what life is like after playing basketball. They've got numerous events coming up in conjunction with the Indiana State Fair, which opens tomorrow. Glenn throws it down. He now has double figures in 11. Henry with his opposite hand. Again, he is a natural lefty. Finished that with his right. All of a sudden, partner, it's a 4-point game.
Henry pleading with Ref Rob, saying the other official's not going to call it. How about you blow your whistle?
Tip in by Glenn is good. Rob's got 13. Caldwell left alone. Good rebound by Davion Johnson. Flying down the floor and on the pass got fouled. And already we are nearly halfway through half number 2. Blewett will trigger the inbounds pass. These guys that are playing overseas, this is such a great way to get ready for the upcoming season.
I think this was the whole point of Pro-Ams going all over the country for that specific reason. It gives you an opportunity to merge old alum with current players, the current generation, and everyone that's aspiring to continuing to play, that are playing, to keep you fresh. Everybody benefits from it.
Just like having Darius Adams sitting here again. 15 years as a pro now for Darius.
And no signs of slowing down.
No.
You don't just go get 44 points in a professional setting after 15 years and saying you've lost a step.
Runner by Mike Beatty is good. His first basket of the game. 6 different player to score for press play.
Another Ben Davis product, basketball and football guy.
Henry. Pretty. Little split jump stop there by Aaron. He's got 17. And he is just 4 years into his professional career, is Aaron. Glenn at the elbow. Got fouled. Robert did a good job of creating the contact. And he'll get 2. Do you think there might be some side wagers taking place around us right now, partner?
100%.
Yep.
All is fair.
They're getting just as emotional as the guys on the floor are at this juncture.
I thought the one part of gambling was not to show your hand, so any excessive pleading with the officials could give away who it is exactly that you're cheering for.
I'm not sure we're into poker faces right now. All cards are on the table. Glenn misses them both, so no harm on the foul. Henry getting downhill. Henry, the step back for 3, no. And again, Blue at the rebound. Trying to find Rob Glenn and find somebody in the second row. Hit Portia Green, who was wide open underneath the basket. Unfortunately, she is not a legal member of tonight's game. Foster has deferred to Henry. That was a good take that just wouldn't go. Second half's been more about Henry than Foster. Johnson, yes. Defied physics to get that ball to go.
Doesn't matter if it's a side spin, roulette type of spin. Usually when Tayshaun Johnson is spinning the rock, good things are happening.
The timeout is called. I want to thank our host for tonight's event, the Fitness Zone at the Bonner Fitness Center and Learning Center. John Bonner Neighborhood Center is a social services and community development organization serving residents living on the Near East Side. Through programs, services, community development initiatives, JBNC staff help to inspire and support those who are committed to thriving towards an improved quality of life, not just for themselves, but for the community they live in. And I look forward to the chance to come here to the Tech campus, and that's what it is. It is a campus. When you are here, it reminds me of being on a small college campus. Then you kind of look and see the skyline just a few blocks away. I know you had a chance to play some city championships in basketball here and probably played some postseason football games next door as well.
That's exactly right. I remember one year in particular, basketball and football, guarding Trey Lyles on the hardwood, having my hands full, just trying to be that physical presence on the basketball court for my teammates, and then turn around and playing football here in one particular postseason game. We forgot the footballs back at Cathedral, so as you can imagine, Coach Rick Strife, not the happiest.
Somebody may have made a bit of a run to go back and get those. Johnson connects. He's got a game-high 18. Speaking of Trey, I believe he is here tonight, correct?
He is here in the building.
Yep. 2014 Tech High School grad. Henderson bypasses the 15-footer. Caldwell's runner. He's fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. Of course, Trey, part of the state championship in 2014. Mr. Basketball. Wanted to play at Kentucky for 1 year, and now he is about to enter his second decade in the NBA.
So much of what we talk about in our analysis of basketball players is, can that player evolve to the times that are going on around him? So Trey, you look at him in high school, low post player, could step out and shoot the 3, but that was the ace part of his game, the one that you take out every once in a while, but then transition to the NBA. and now he's known as a three-point shooter. And he's carved himself out a great career in the NBA and still honestly contributing at a high level.
Foster with the trap, gets the steal, and gets his first field goal of the half. He's got 16, back to a 5-point game. And the Elam ending kicks in after we get to the 4-minute mark. We'll tack 9 onto the score. We're playing for $8,000. Blew it from 17, no. But Glenn the rebound. But then pocket pick by Henderson. Foster at the other end, lays it up and in. 3-point game.
Something to be said, too, the Elam ending doesn't necessarily mean you have to go all in because you have a stoppage in play and there is a target score where you save your energy, conserve yourself to put all eyes in on that final target score.
Henry around Glenn, couldn't finish. And Johnson, foul whistle. Some of the volunteer officials offering a different opinion. Pittman will come in. Give Desmond Mayberry a quick breather. Both teams have played 7 tonight. Both teams have 6 in the scoring column. Pittman looking for Glenn. Glenn, so good at those little half hooks around the rim. I can tell you that part of his game has not changed in 15 years.
It's an art form that has not left him.
Shot clock at 10. Foster. Fouled. Foster will shoot 2. The 2 free throws coming up. And again, you can tell as we're getting closer to the pay window, motion starting to pick up a little bit. Foster now in 19. We're having a lane violation here. And frankly, this is going to take us right down about that 4-minute mark.
Could be a veteran move from Greg Foster. Eliminate another up and down just to give his teammates a chance to get an in-game rest.
Connects. He's got 20. And here comes the timeout to set the score. So now, first to 66 will win $8,000. First to 66 will win $8K tonight. Well, again, let's want to recognize our presenting sponsors of each of our 2 teams. First of all, Press Play Gaming Lounge, located in Brownsburg. Press Play Gaming Lounge is a family-friendly entertainment center that features an ultra-visual reality new console game, a 3-point basketball challenge, Nerf Wars, a mini arcade, and more. Learn more when you log on to PressPayLounge.com. Press Play will have the ball. Lead is down to 3, but again, now it is a race to 66. You see the Elam ending in the TBT. You see it in this event. I would like to see it in, like, say, the what I would call the secondary NCAA events, like the NIT, what we saw in Vegas this year, that Butler was a part of. Just a little something different.
Could potentially insert some more excitement back into the NIT that hasn't been there for a few years.
Glenn, shot blocked. Aaron Henry fouled. Give it to him. And a chance with a free throw to tie the game at 57.
Aaron did a nice job not advancing the ball to a fault, but instead making the defense guard him. Finds himself in transition. Olay here and there, and another and one for Aaron Henry.
So Henry's got 19, chance to make it 20. Again, he and Foster have combined. I'll wait up then until the free throw. They have scored 40 of the 57 for the Recorder. First time this game has been tied in some time. Now it's 1st and 9. Johnson in the lane, got it. Johnson with 20. And game clock is turned off. All shot clock here. Henry lost the handle. Blew it. Gets to the loose ball. No look pass, and Davion Johnson is fouled. And Davion will shoot 2. Davion with 4. He's been somewhat quiet here in half number 2. Love that camera shot. The look in blew its eyes as he was trying to line that one up. Davion connects. Chris Henderson will check back in now for the Recorder. Henderson 1 3-point basket, but he's played some valuable minutes for the team in blue and gold. Johnson connects. Back to a 4-point lead. And again, just 5 points away for press play. Foul called. Foul on Rob Glenn. Just the team's 6 fouls. They had a foul to give. No free throws out of that. Next foul will be bonus fouls. Shot clock at 13. Foster. Manson. Foster turned it down, has to go up. Forces one and got it. I'm not sure that's how you draw it up, but it worked just the same. 1-point game.
Passed up the given easy lane, attacking basket for a much more difficult shot and canned it.
So 1-point game. And we are playing to 66. Full court pickup. Foul on Henry. Two shots. Johnson, one of 3 players in this game sitting on 20 or more points. And a chance to add to that here. Left it short. And frankly, this could come down to some missed free throws here.
But truthfully, who wants to see the game end at the free throw line?
The winning team.
We're all here for the dramatic finish. Step back threes.
Sean connects, 2-point lead. He's got 21. Foster draws 3. Defenders got fouled. Bonus. So Foster. Kind of to settle his nerves. Walks all the way across the half-court line before then walking back to get set into his free throw routine. Foster's 23 leads all scorers tonight. Connects. Glenn and Perryman got tied up there. But with Foster making the free throw, we'll simply play on. And Foster misses. Glenn the rebound. So remains a 1-point lead for press play. Perryman and Glenn getting locked up at the other end. Tayshaun Johnson does it again. He's got 23, and press play is a bucket away from the championship. Here comes the double, get the ball out of Henry's hands. Tied up by Rob Glenn. Straight tie up, yep, jump ball. Looking at the center court. So Henry and Glenn, pair of Ben Davis giants separated by a handful of years, will jump here at center court. Press play wins this. And that to be a 3. Any bucket will win on the title. The recorder, Perryman on the drive. Shot blocked. Look ahead to Davion Johnson. Johnson stripped by Henry. Henry makes the play. 3 to tie it. No. And now, Davion Johnson, Trayvon Blewett, left hand, no. Put back, no. Foul on the floor. Foster with the push. And now, free throws can win it for press play. Well, Davion will tell you he should have won it on the putback. But now he's got a chance to make free throws to deliver the championship and $8 grand to his teammates. That'll make you think, won't it?
Would you say there's some pressure right now at this free throw line?
You can kind of see it in his face. It's a different level of thought. He gets 1 plus the bonus here. He'll get the second. And to borrow from the three-point contest, this is the money ball right here. For $8K. It is time to go to the ATM. Ball game. Press Play Gaming Lounge. Your winners of the City League. 66-61. Credit the recorder. They were down double digits early. They got this close. They got it competitive. They tied the game late. But it is Press Play that is your winner this evening.
Partner, you called it. You said only the winners want to see the game be decided at the free throw line. And if it was foreshadowing, you hit it spot on. That's exactly what we saw tonight.
Styles are for the fans. Results are for the guys that play in the game.
That's exactly right.
So scoring in tonight's game, 23 for Tayshaun Johnson, 16 for Trayvon Blewett, 15 for Rob Glenn, 8 for that man, Davion Johnson, 2 for Pittman, 2 for Beatty. Des Mayberry played but did not score. 24 tonight for Greg Foster. 20 for Aaron Henry. 4 each for Antonio Lisenby and Josh Caldwell. One 3-point bucket for Chris Henderson. And Jalen Manson would finish with 6 points. Well, this concludes the City League season. Job well done by Austin Taylor and by everybody involved. Another outstanding night of community and basketball intertwined. We'll stay with you to show press play, putting their name on the bracket. The partner overall final thoughts on this evening.
It's a great night. It's a great way to end the night. I thought it was a lot of good basketball being played from the first game to the second game. A lot of anticipation, maybe even some wagering on who scored the most points or who won the game. But I think those cheering for the team that won walk away from tonight very excited and happy.
Be sure to follow the City League on all social media. We would love to see you back here next year. Not just for a championship night, but for any and all regular season contests as well. We want to thank our ISC Sports Network crew. Jordan Shue, Vince Morales, Eldon Wheeler, Kyle Donlin, Brant McCoskey, and Carlos Alarcon. Who gets the honor of putting the name up on the board? It'll be their leading scorer in Tayshawn Johnson, the former Pike Red Devil. Press play presses their name into the championship spot in our tournament bracket. Well, thanks for joining us for some hoops on this last night of July. Horizon League on the women's side brings home $6K. Press play on the men's side takes home $8,000. You've been watching the 2025 City League Championship game on the ISC Sports Network.